Hi students, from this video onwards we are going to study about optical instruments that is working on the principle of reflection or refraction. Now before going into the optical instruments, let us see how we see objects. Let us understand how our eyes, we are able to see objects using our eyes. We have studied this in lower class, isn't it? Now what happens? Light from the objects enters our eye through a tiny opening known as the pupil, and from the pupil the light rays is focused to the retina using a lens present inside the eye, which is the convex lens. Now the retina contains what? The retina contains rod sensitive cells known as rods and cones, which converts the light signals into electrical signals, which is given to the brain with help of optic nerve, and the brain interprets the signals and we are able to see the objects, or we are able to identify the objects. So there is a lens inside our eyes which focuses the light rays to the retina. If the light rays are not focused to the retina, what happens? We won't be able to see the image clearly. You will be having some eyesight problem, isn't it? So how the convex lens, or how using the convex lens we are able to see both distant object and near objects. Just see how a convex lens, what happens to a convex lens when light rays from distant objects enters our eye, when light rays from a near object enters our eye. First case, viewing a distant object. Now when we are watching or when we are viewing a distant object, light rays from the object, it enters our eye. What happens is that the muscles which controls the working of the convex lens, it is known by the name ciliary muscles, they will be relaxed. And if the ciliary muscles are relaxed, then convex lens will be thin. And I have told you, if the lens is thin, then it is having a large focal length. And hence the light rays is focused to the retina. So ciliary muscles in this case, it is, I told you, ciliary muscles are relaxed when we are watching or when we are viewing distant objects. Now what in the case of viewing a near object? Now when we are watching a near object, what happens is that the ciliary muscles contract, and as a result the convex lens becomes thick, which means it will be having a small focal length, and the light rays will fall on the retina. So the convex lens, with the help of ciliary muscles, has the ability to change its focal length depending upon the distance of the object, and this property is known by the name accommodation. The ability of convex lens to adjust its focal length depending upon the distance of the object. Is called accommodation. And how far we can see an object, how close we can see an object, that is a big question. When you look into the sky at night, you can see the stars, you can see the moon, isn't it? Which means the distance to which we can see an object, farthest distance to which we can see an object is infinity. and that particular point is known by the name near far point. Now, imagine you have a pen, you are bringing the pen closer to our eyes. As the pen is coming closer to the eyes, you can feel the size of the object is increasing. But after a minimum distance from your eye, what happens? The image of the pen or whatever it is seems to get blurred, isn't it? So there is a minimum distance to which our eye will be able to see objects clearly, and this minimum distance is known by the name least distance of distinct vision, which is denoted by the letter capital letter D. So for derivations, whenever I am writing D, it means the least distance of distinct vision. And for the coming videos, I told you we are studying about optical instruments. We are going to find out what is the magnification produced by the optical instruments. Now we are studying about linear magnification, which means magnification M is equal to either height of the image by height of the object or image distance by object distance for the case of convex lens. But in the case of optical instruments, we are going to study about angular magnification. Angular magnification, which means angle made by the eye to the image denoted by the letter beta to the angle made by the eye to the object denoted by the letter alpha. This is the ratio of angular magnification is the ratio of angle subtended by the image at the eye denoted by the letter beta to the angle tended by the object at the eye when they are at particular positions denoted by the letter alpha. And I have told you, when you are using derivations in optics, you know the angle made will be by the rays will be very small, such that we can approximate sin theta, tan theta, etc. to theta. So what we are going to do is we are going to find out in each case what is tan beta and tan alpha, and then equate. So this is written as tan beta by tan alpha. Okay. Thank you.